Want to know how you can gain access to capital to jumpstart your journey to entrepreneurial success? For entrepreneurs who are just starting out or those who have been in business for years, Minority Business Access is your podcast. Welcome to our show, where we will guide you in avoiding the pitfalls and thriving in your chosen business. Now, on to the show with your host, Solomon Ali.
Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to MBA Minority Business Access. One of my favorite people that I have today that we will be speaking with is the owner of the cigar shop that I frequent quite often. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask him a few questions about himself, how he got started in business, what was his driving motivation, how to help other people who may be looking to start a business that want to be in business, and then about the cigar business itself. Is it a good business? Things of that nature. So I'm going to now ask Mr. Nasiyr Bey to tell me a little bit about himself. Nasiyr, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I can. How you doing today, Solomon?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to see you. I really love your place here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure to have me on this opportunity to speak to the masses about this opportunity with the cigar industry and the direction it's going. But like you said, first let me start off with where I come from and the avenues that got me to this dealing with cigars and the cigar lounge.
And I said that's exactly what we want to hear. Where did you come from, all your backstory, and how did you become the proud owner of this cigar shop that I've come in almost every day and smoke a cigar?
Yes. So a little bit about my backstory. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. My mother is an immigrant from Jamaica. Father is a Native American, Algonquin Indian. At that time, growing up, my father and mother had number holes, stores, so I've always saw the business aspect of things. I was told to go to college, high school, college, and I saw a different avenue for me. I went to high school, didn't finish college, but I was very into music. I love music. Growing up, my father used to play a lot of jazz, hip-hop, R&B, slow music. So I got really in tune with it. James Brown, Bob Marley. And I had a love for music, so my passion was music. I wanted to go into the music field.
So let me understand something. Nasiyr, you have this beautiful cigar shop. Your parents own convenience stores. So did the passion start there to be an entrepreneur, to own your own?
Well, as I look back now, sitting here with you, I actually say yes. It started it was implemented in me as a 5-year-old, 4-year-old, sitting with my mother and my father inside of these stores and watching them do business with the community.
Okay, so it was a help the community. Now, tell me a little bit about your past successes and your past failures.
We'll be here all day if
well,
I go about
just tell
my
us a little bit.
Because
What I want to know, and I want the audience to be able to see, is some of the things and the heights that you've been to. Mm-hmm. And even though you have a bad experience or things don't work out right or correctly, how to get back up and then do it again.
Right.
That's what I want the audience to be able to relate, because you currently have, I believe, the hottest spot in Charlotte for smoking cigars.
Oh, most definitely. So, growing up, as I went to high school, got to college, I was focused on music. So I got into the music business. I was actually in New York, and I had some friends in my neighborhood that were rappers. So they had got a deal with Rockefeller Records. I'm sure most people are familiar with Rockefeller Records. Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Biggs. So the name of the group was the Rangers. They were my friends. I grew up with them from young. And they was taking off. They had some big records. I wanted to be a part of it so bad. and leave the neighborhood. So they gave me an opportunity. Had some family down south, went down south and pushed that music. As of pushing the music in the southern region where they were not from known, Jay-Z was known. So he came to Charlotte area, saw that music was being pushed here without his knowledge, and he decided to find out who was doing it. Came to me with my friends, brought me to the table, and that's how I got started with Def Jam and doing marketing and street team, pushing other artists. At that point, from there, I just was so hungry, and I was going through so many different ups and downs and didn't want to lose, so I decided to find my own artists. So I kept trying to grow, and every avenue I wanted to grow.
So you were hungry. You were a go-getter.
I'm hungry.
As we would say from the streets, you was a hustler. Okay, not in the negative sense, but in the positive sense. So you went out there and did what you had to do to promote your artists and get everybody out there, and you're able to.
I'm gonna amplify every opportunity that I have to be successful.
That to me is just amazing. I have watched you with the cigar bar Aroma, and what you have done and all the hard work and the long hours you put in. And could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. So it's so hard to skip these pieces because they are very key pieces, especially for the audience to understand, because I did not know I was going to get into the cigar business.
So brother, tell me about it.
I was really focused on being the next Jay-Z, the next Dame Dash, or be rubbing elbows with these guys in the music arena. And I was pretty successful. I found the artist, got a record deal, signed to Def Jam, Disturbing the Peace. We made plenty of money, and just things in business sometimes go sour. And I experienced it in a major way, and had to rethink everything and couldn't find that avenue. I went through many different deals that failed, constant failures, but I never lost the passion or drive to be successful. And I think that's what carried me, my willpower. And one day I just decided, you know what, let me just start smoking cigars, hanging out, and meeting some new people. And in the process of meeting new people and developing relationships, I fell in love with the cigar lounge. And, basically what I'm trying to say is you may have a passion to go one way, but the higher power may pull you another way, and you will be successful if you follow that path.
So Nasiyr, let me see if I understand this. You had an artist that was successful.
Yes.
Album playing everywhere, things of that nature. Made
stores,
lots and lots of money. Okay. And then all of a sudden a mishap in business. Was that due to, and I'm just asking this for my audience, was that because of no mentorship, no guidance, that you had learned it, because sometimes us go-getters and hustlers, we have to learn it as we go.
Right.
And that sometimes is the hardest way to learn, because we don't know where all those landmines may be.
Correct.
And so we're doing that trial by error. As the people would say, education is expensive.
Correct.
But having no education sometimes is more expensive.
That's right.
So if a mentor would have been there, Nasiyr,
I would have saved a lot of money.
tell me about that. Tell me what would have made the difference if you had a mentor.
So I kind of sort of had a mentor as I got, as they say, the young kids say, the bag. Once I got the money, I had a mentor for a little bit, but I was doing business with my mentors. So in doing business, they're really not your mentors at the time of you doing business together. So they were sitting on the opposite side of the table. But it was tough for me to learn, but I took in as much knowledge as I could from the business and from those key players who are today family, and I loved them because they gave me the opportunity that led me to this great opportunity. And I sat with them in the greatest of meetings with you name it in the music industry, and experience actually taught me, and I learned that from them after the fact.
Okay,
That,
so what was some of that experience? Can you give me an example?
Yeah, definitely. Some of the experience was watching failed deals fall through of
Okay.
those individuals and how they handled it, or mishaps with a deal and how they had to recover and regain ground to come out on a certain date, or to collect funds for the artist from the record label, or you know, even just doing a show. There was so many different things in the music industry that you have to deal with on a day to day that people don't really know about. And I was there by one of my friends, family members' side every day, so I got to learn and experience not just the business side, but the emotional side and how to handle it, and watched how he handled it. Very professional, no emotions in it, just strictly business. And at the end of the day, pretty much like a movie role. When that movie was over, it's cut. You go on about your day and your real life.
Something I have to ask for my audience, if I don't, I would just be remiss. When I think of people in the music business, what I'm thinking of is the video girls and all the glam and
Right.
all the fine women.
Right.
What was it like that?
It was not like that.
It wasn't.
No, that's the after you make the bed, that last cover you put on top of the bed.
Okay.
That's what that was. It's definitely not that at all. It's a lot of work that goes into making it on all sides, even from the other side of the camera. There's a lot of work that goes into making that beautiful motion picture that you see every day on your video screen, on your TV screen, the videos, and on the internet. And a lot of relationships happen, a lot of relationships are destroyed, but it gives that creativity for the public to enjoy.
So one of the things that you would say, if I capture this, is that there's going to be a lot of hard work.
Always hard work.
And if you have your mentors there and they have a vested interest in you being successful, they will help you to guide through those minefields.
Definitely.
And what we see is not always what it is. So when
That's
I
right.
think of all the beautiful, pretty women, it's not necessarily all the beautiful, pretty women.
Right.
It's that grind that you're doing behind the scenes,
That's
all
right.
that hard work.
That's right.
Okay. What I want to ask you now, tell me, going into your cigar bar and why you chose the cigar. First, you know what? What is the name of the hottest spot right now in Charlotte?
Right now, the name of my location is the hottest spot is Aroma Cigars, etc. So it's Aroma Cigars, etc.
So, man, look, audience, aroma. Just let that, just think about that for a minute. Aroma. It just has a nice feel all the way to it when you say it. So, how did you come about that name?
So okay, it's kind of funny that I picked up the name actually from being at the lounge. Originally, it was called a different name,
Okay.
and the ventilation system sucked, and there was a location that was kind of ran down, but everybody loved the location. And every time I left this location to go somewhere else, I smelled like smoke, cigar smoke. And everywhere I go and sit with someone, they'll say, "Man, where you coming from? You smell like straight cigars. The aroma of a cigar."
Okay.
So I took it from there, and I said, you know what, that's going to be a great name. One day I'm going to open my own lounge, and I'm going to call it Aroma.
Wow. That's very impressive. So that's how you came up with the name. Now tell us a little bit about your cigar spot. And I want you to tell us what goes into running a business, this particular business. And then, well, I'll ask you the next question. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah. So, Aroma Cigars. It was originally another name, like I was saying before. And from coming into the lounge, I noticed that everyone in the lounge loved the location. It needed a lot of updates. And a friend of mine owns the location. He decided to get out the business and move on to other things on the real estate side. So I decided to buy in and purchase the location. That's when Aroma started. As Aroma started, I heard plenty of complaints on different things that needed updating and fixing. So I started off with ventilation, and from there just couldn't stop. I wanted to bring my energy to the location, my wave, as the young kids say, my swag, and just wanted flavor. So I provided an ambiance for everyone to experience, not just the location, the cigar, but the people. It all went together. So it's the package deal.
So, did I hear you correctly when you said you listened to the customer? So you did basically like a survey to figure out what the problems were
Yeah.
within the business and why they existed, and then you corrected those particular problems.
Yes, I did my due diligence.
Wow. Okay. Tell me more, man. Tell me more.
Well, as growing up, I just wanted to always be 100%, do 100%, and always go further than the next man. So I wanted to upgrade everything in the lounge, and as that happened, everybody appreciated it, started coming back to the lounge. And it took a lot of work. I mean, from doing the floors to the walls to the bar to the alcohol, the cigars, meeting with the different individuals to get the deals done to bring in the cigars, dealing with the city and the people in place to bring in the alcohol. I mean, every day was the job is hard, the work is hard, but as you see, Aroma Cigars, etc. is open. It's a wonderful location. We all are here experiencing a great atmosphere, and it's through hard work got me here. And
Let me share this experience with my audience. Okay. Let me share this experience with my audience. A few years ago, before it was Nasiyr Cigar Bar, Aroma, I came here. And this is a true, honest-to-God story. I came here. Came one time, stayed for about a half hour, didn't finish my cigar, and I left. And I left for some of the reasons that you said, and I never came back. I knew you, and I knew that you were opening it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came and sat down. I liked the atmosphere, the ambiance. It was just amazing. I felt that it was amazing. I enjoyed the people, the friendship. There's people from all walks of life that literally comes in here. CEOs, okay, athletes, okay, people with myself, very high net worth, and you get your privacy, and it's just all walks of life, and we just sit down and we have conversations. One of the things that I notice is I don't have to go to the golf course and hang out in the clubhouse anymore.
That's right.
I can come to a place like here and enjoy a good cigar, enjoy the atmosphere and the environment of other people, very successful people doing and running their businesses and things of that nature. And it's all due to what you have provided us.
Correct.
A place that's safe, that's secure, to where we're not bothered by other people and things of that nature, whether it's, let's say, autographs or whatever it might be.
Sure.
But it's people that get to come in, all walks of life, and just have good fellowship.
That's right. I was just telling someone the other day, one of the members of the location, that, you know, I wanted to make the location for everyone. Those who want to do a deal, you have a little area that you can sit in, do your deal, meet with people. You know, you have a 9 to 5, you want to get away from your 9 to 5, your lunch break or after work, and just want to relax and unwind and get ready for your next day. You can come in and do that as well. So one of the things I said to him was, you know, a lot of deals happen on a golf course, but in these days, Aroma Cigars, etc., a lot of deals happen as well. So they're moving from the golf course to the cigar lounge.
Okay, I see you getting ready to light up. Where's mine, my brother?
Oh, you know, I have to have one for you, man.
Oh, okay, and I see you got my favorite, so you know your customers too.
Yeah, definitely.
So you know what? Look,
I pay attention.
That's a place you want to go. An individual that knows his customer, done research, his due diligence. He's willing to do the hard work. He stated that, yes, he had some failures in the past, but done the hard work. So now is what you say. Anyone can open up a cigar bar?
Anyone can open up a cigar bar.
Would they need a mentor?
You definitely want to have a mentor.
Well, let me ask
you
you
do
this.
not want to do it blindly.
Let me ask you this. If I want to open up a cigar, would you help me?
Of course I will help you. I will help anyone that wants to open up a cigar bar.
Tell me about it. How could you help?
If anyone wants to open up a cigar bar, I would tell them, first of all, come see me. Come talk to me. Come get as much knowledge as possible from me, because I've went through it, the ups and downs of having a cigar lounge and making it successful. So it's no better experience than learning from someone that has already took that walk. So I want you to come see me, and you know, I would love to do business with whoever wants to do a cigar lounge.
So I understand that you have a business plan to open up several locations.
Hundreds of locations.
Hundreds of locations. And that you will teach, mentor, and help provide the financing.
That's right.
To open up a cigar bar.
Correct.
Okay. Now I want you to tell my audience that. I want you to look dead into the cameras and tell my audience how you can help them to do this business.
Okay. So this business is for everybody. So I wanted to make this business as simple as possible for anyone that wants to retire, leave their 9 to 5, anyone looking to get out of any line of work that they're in, anyone who's retired that wants to bring in an extra income. This is the business for you. It's very simple. If you follow my lead, follow my directions, I can help you grow your business to be very successful with no questions asked if you do the work. Is things that need to be in place that I can help you with. You will be able to use my name, and that will also springboard you in this business as well to be very successful. And, you know, my day-to-day, I'll mentor you and help you.
Wow. Now, Nas, someone looking, thinking about as an entrepreneur, thinking about going into business, did I just hear you say that you would mentor them, that you will help them to learn the business, and basically teaching them the business? You'll help them to get everything set up in the business, okay? You'll help them with the financing of the business,
right.
And they get to use your name, which I guess it's going to be like a license agreement.
It will be a license agreement, yep.
So they're going to license your name and go out there and get to create the same success, providing they're willing to do the work.
As long as they're willing to do the work.
They got to do the work.
You have to do the work.
Can they do it without doing the work?
There's no way to get around it. You cannot cheat this system. You cannot cheat this business. This is only, look, guys, this opportunity is a one in a lifetime. There's not many people that do this that will put the time in, slow their grind down for you to be successful. And this is a great opportunity for you to be successful in this business, the tobacco business, the cigar business, the cigar lounge business. I can help you. I will help you if you want to do the work. It doesn't matter where you come from, what side of the world you are on, where you grew up, how you grew up. If you're willing to do the work and you can show me you willing to do the work, I will take my time out of my day, wherever you are in the United States or outside the United States. I will fly to you, help you be successful, open up your lounge, and create a flowing income for you and your family.
Now, MBA, Minority Business Access. That's the name of our platform here. And my audience is tuned in to take a look at. So is it for just people of colors, let's say blacks? Is it for women?
This
Spanish?
business is
Give me an
for
idea.
any human being that wants to be successful.
I like that. Any human being that wants to be successful, you're willing to teach them. It doesn't matter if they're green,
Gray,
yellow.
yellow.
So if they have the desire to learn it, to be successful, you're willing to teach them. Now, how much do they need to start? I know you said you help them with financing, but how much would they need?
I'll definitely help them with financing. I say everyone's different. What you need to start is this right here, your heart, to be successful, your will. You have to have the willpower.
I like that.
And from there, finances can be worked out. You know, some people will get more out of it than others if they have their finances together. And if there are people that have the heart and willing that don't have their finances together and are serious, I'll definitely take the time out and help them get their finances together to move forward to the next step.
Well, let me ask you this, because I'm a go-getter like you, and I'm sure many of our audience are go-getters. What if I was willing to do the work, get in here? Is it possible that I can own 4 or 5 of them?
Well, hopefully.
I'm a go-getter, man. I'm a go-get it.
Hopefully, if you gonna follow my lead, and I'm doing my job as a mentor, you're gonna own 10, 15 of them.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, you're the kind of person I need to be talking to. What advice can you give people that are thinking about starting a business, the difference between this business and perhaps some other business? And please, give us your contact information, how you want us to contact you, how you want them to contact you.
Okay, so this business compared to other businesses, that's a good question. This business would be a cakewalk compared to other businesses because you have me in place that already walked the path. I can easily show you everything that needs to be done. I'm gonna find your location, help you get in your location.
Wow.
And I'm gonna provide you all the services, products that's necessary for your customer base. It's not many businesses gonna do all of that for you.
Man, that's amazing. So I hear you saying that you're going to help me find the location.
Yes.
Help me get into the location.
Get in the
Help me
location.
get the inventory and the equipment that's needed.
That's
and
right.
teach me the business that I may be successful in the business as well.
That's right. Be very successful in the business. All you have to do is follow my footsteps, want to do the work, willing to do the work, and do the work.
And I get to hang out with some really cool people like you and all your customers that come in. Because, see, I know his customers, and his customers are really cool. Some of they come from all walks of life, CEOs, athletes, things of that nature. They're very cool people. Nas, before we go,
Yes.
how would someone in my audience that was interested in your business and learning from you get in touch with you?
Well, you can contact me at my direct line. It's 917 And when you call, just ask for me, and someone will be with you shortly, and we go from there.
Now, I'm gonna ask one last question. Did you have a mentor when you came in this business?
When I came in this business, I didn't have a mentor. I learned the hard way. But I did have a structure from other businesses that I was doing, and a mentor from other businesses that I was doing.
Tell me
And
about that. Did that help you?
yes, that helped me very much. So it helped me grow a lot in business. Um, Coming out of music, it didn't work out too well after I hit as high as I could hit at that moment, and started looking at other deals from energy, gas, and those failures got me closer to someone that gave me a lot of game, a lot of structure, a lot of digging, made me dig a lot deeper to find the avenue and make the avenue out of whatever came. So if I was baking cookies, I would have been the best cookie baker in the city. It doesn't matter what it is I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be the best at it. Just so happens to be I love cigars, and I love the clientele. You know, like you said before, we have athletes, doctors, lawyers, dentists, blue collar, white collar. It doesn't matter. Everybody comes together and have one common interest and can speak together, and one common goal
So-
is the cigar.
This individual, you can say his name if you recall it, and tell us exactly, the best you can, what was it that he did for you, and how was he able to help you? In your own words.
Okay, so this will be the first time that this has ever been
In fact, tell me
put
a
out
little
there.
bit about him.
Uh, a little bit about him. He's a very distinguished gentleman that is amazing miracle worker when it comes to business, finance, and closing deals. And actually, the individual is you, Solomon.
Oh no, I didn't expect that. Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
expect that, but I'll receive it now.
Yeah, so I just, like I was saying, I was in the music business. I was rubbing shoulders with everyone: Russell Simmons, Kevin Liles, Leo Cohen, you name it. And in these big board meetings, and when I left that arena, it was a blessing that I connected with you, because even though I never said anything to you about it, and this is the first time we actually speak on it, but when I brought deals to you, not you didn't just go through the deal with a fine comb and take the deal and run, but you actually had me in the board meetings with these individuals as well. So as I was at the table, I was still studying and learning from you, and that's what got me sharper. So still sharp and still, and it helped me grow tremendously, and I learned fast. So that's how I actually got to manifest Aroma Cigars, etc., because the opportunity came. And you told me while we was doing some other business, look into the cigar business and do it. and it wasn't nothing I wanted to do. Honestly, it was something I wanted to enjoy, and music is always my passion. And you told me to do the cigar business. I did it blindly, so I was walking in faith. But I knew do the work while I walk in faith is going to manifest.
All right.
So that's what I did.
Well, Nas, listen, I want to thank you for allowing and hosting us here at your cigar bar, Aroma.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you on behalf of MBA, Minority Business Access.
Thank you.
And again, if you will just let people know who want to be in the cigar business. And let me say this. If you're in a business or thinking about starting a business, whether it's manufacturing, some type of sales business, or whatever, you really need to look at this opportunity and take heed, because there's no sense of going into debt. There's no sense of borrowing against your 401k, borrowing from your family and friends, going out getting a loan and going into debt, when this young man has just stated that he will mentor you, that he will help finance you, that he will provide everything that you need and make you successful in the business if you're willing to do the work. Now, the only thing I could say is your procrastination or reason not to call is because you're not serious about your dream or living that dream.
I agree. And I'm giving you my direct number. So that's how serious this opportunity is. So, guys, I really want you to understand this is a time, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. There's not many people that will take time out to mentor you to be successful, for one, or give you the game on how to be successful the way I did it. I learned the hard way, a lot of work. I'm going to give you the game on how to run a cigar lounge, a successful cigar lounge. And it only makes sense to be a part of it because, like I said before, we're opening many lounges. So
hundreds of them, right?
Hundreds of lounges. So why not be a part of the success, the wave that we're doing? It's a wave. We're opening up hundreds. You need to be a part of it. It's just that simple, guys. It makes sense. You know, whatever you're doing in your life, if you're looking for long-term gains, this is going to be the business that you want to be in. Aroma Cigars, etc.
Nas, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
and thank you for the beautiful cigar.
Thank you as well. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to reach out to the masses again. Today's time is urgent, so we definitely want to get as many people, young, old, middle class, it doesn't matter what level you are on, to really pay attention to this and see the opportunity that is presented, because it's definitely an opportunity of a lifetime. Take it from me. I've been through many different stages, many business deals. This is a great deal.
Thank you, Nas.
Thank you.
You've reached the end of another episode of the Minority Business Access Podcast. Connect with us at solomonrcali.info to leave a review and access more resources. We hope you enjoyed this show and found great value. See you at the next episode.